welcome Jessica Elise. Can you guys like even see me? I'm like, what a bad day to not wear heels. My God. I'm just gonna stand on this chair. Hi. Now, my name is Jessica Elise. I'm originally from Texas. And I realized, like, I have a familiar face to people. But it's like one of those faces that they're like, you vaguely look like somebody I kind of paid attention to once, you know? Like recently I've gotten people told me I look like the little girl from Monsters, Inc. If she peaked in high school. Which I'm like, that's mean, dude, but I do kind of like, you know, big hairy men who work union jobs. I'm like, I like that, you know? The one-eyed monster, you get it. Guys who make me scream, you know what I'm talking about, you get it. I don't know why people feel the need to tell me what I look like to them. Like, I also get that I look like an Italian Jew from New Jersey. Which is like a super specific way to say a bitch. I'm like, that's a lot of words, man. The person told me that, I was like, why? They were like, no, you just look like you're from the East Coast, but affordable. Like, I could be a mob wife to a rabbi. I don't mind that. Not bad. I'm third generation Mexican, which, yeah, it just means I'm white. That's it. Yeah. I drink kombucha. I celebrate Taco Tuesday. I do all that. I realize I do such white girl shit. Like, I get spray tans. Anybody get a spray tan here before? That's the biggest white girl thing ever, dude. I went in pale, I came out privileged. I was like, this is crazy. It was wild. I accidentally got a shade too dark, which is like a bad thing, you know? I went in white, I came out Dominican. I was like, I immediately just started playing baseball. I was like, hey, papi, you know? I only did it though because there was a deal. It was buy one, get a gold chain free. I was like, all right, I'll do it. I will say though, I did get a lot of attention from men. I mean, they worked for mice, but that was fine. That was fine. Not a big deal. I don't usually like to get spray tans. I don't get them often because I don't like the smell of it. If you haven't gotten one before, they smell like vanilla and guys named Vinny. That's the vibe of it, you know? The whole situation is very weird when you get a spray tan. Like, you go in, and I asked her, because I don't get them often, right? I was like, what do I do? She was like, with attitude. She's like, well, you can, like, get naked, or you can, like, wear underwear. I was like, all right. I feel like you don't want me to do either of those things right now. That's fine. So I, like, get naked. I'm, like, standing in the corner like a scared dog waiting to get adopted, you know? They say, like, a microwave minute is a long time, but, like, waiting naked for somebody is a long time. My God. It was awful, dude. She came in dressed for winter. She was wearing like Ugg boots, sweaters, and a hoodie. I came in dressed like my dad didn't love me. I was like, I don't like this. This is not comfortable. It's not a comfortable situation. I am Mexican, man. I try to be more Mexican because I didn't realize people thought I looked white until I moved to LA. Dude, I moved there because I grew up in South Texas, right? And I grew up assuming everybody was Mexican. I just thought that was the default setting. Like, someone once told me that they were Spanish, and I was like, babe, that's the language. That's not, you can't, like, be Spanish, you know? It's because we all have that same culture. We all have quinceañeras, we eat tacos, we don't know our dads. Like, we have that upbringing, that culture, right? So I do try to be more Mexican. Like, I'll wear my hair curly, I wear hoop earrings, because that's the uniform, you know? I'll say and shit at the end of my sentences. Dude, I've even spent a night in jail once because I'm that committed to my culture. Yeah. Anybody else been to Club Gen Pop? Latino? Hell yeah. I did, man. I spent one night in jail, and it was just one because I'm not that Mexican, you know. One night in jail. I got a DWI when I was in college. Dude, that shit was expensive, man. I do not recommend college at all. My God. I'm still paying for that mistake. Jail, on the other hand, I will say, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, sure, they take away your rights, your privacy, your freedom. But, like, that's just being a woman in Texas, okay? It felt like home to me. I was like, this is cozy. This is nice. Women shouldn't make decisions. You're right. I do realize that people think I'm white, so when I speak, I don't have an accent. Like the way I talk, I say quesadilla, I say tamale, you know? I think the only thing I say with an accent is don't wear a condom. That's like the only Mexican thing I say. I do know how to fit in though, man. Like you drop me off in East LA, and all I have to do is say like, hey, fool, shut up. And they're like, she's there. She's one of us. She gets it. And I recently turned 35, which is fun. 35. I know, I said that once and someone was like, no, you're so pretty. I was like, I said I'm old, not ugly. Okay, that's different. Different. I did turn 35. I thought I would be in a different spot at 35. Like, I thought at this age I would have, you know, like a husband, kids, 2 baby daddies, and an EBT card. You know, like, I thought I would have that Mexican dream, like a house where I keep my Christmas lights up all year round. Like, I thought I would have that. I think I'm dating, I'm single, right? And I think my friends told me my problem is that I'm kind of like Tinkerbell when it comes to dating. And I was like, oh, is it because I spread magic everywhere I go? And they said, no, it's because you chase lost boys. And I was like, that's so rude, dude. They're called veterans, okay? They're not lost, they're AWOL, it's different. I love the military, I love the veterans, I do it for the troops, you know? I serve my country, okay? I mean, there's something about a guy in a uniform, you know? Like, the Marines, the Army, Amazon delivery drivers, like... Babe, you can take an order, you can take a Jessica, that's all I'm saying. I love that. I do love it. My friends told me, they're like, switch it up, maybe go after more of like a CEO, you know? Someone who drives a Tesla and knows the difference between defect and effect, right? Like maybe somebody who can spell Wednesday without having to say Wednesday. And I try, it's just, the guys I like are the ones who, you know, join the military to help pay for college. But by college, they need child support. Like, that's my guy. You know, they don't have Teslas, but they have BMWs, big Mexican weenies. Yeah, it's a different kind of ride, but it'll get you there. It'll get you there. It'll get you there. You guys know what I'm talking about. They're the ones who have the old Honda Civics where the hood of the car is a different color than the rest of the car. That's my guy. There's just something about a guy getting out of a Tesla in a suit that I'm like, ew, try hard girls. I'm like, you probably signed the back of your credit card. What a loser. I'm like that. But like a guy in a baseball hat, a gold chain, getting off the bus, damn, I love that. I'm like, where are you going? To the brewery? Let's go. I love it. I am trying to date. I went on a date recently, and the guy asked, he told me, I want to have kids, right? So on the date, he was like, I have a toddler. How do you feel about dads? And I was like, oh, I love them. I wish I had one. That would be cool. I did have to cut it off with him because you guys see, I'm tiny, right? And he was a short guy. And I can't date a short guy because I don't like when he and I walk in a bar, people's first reaction is, aw. Like, I don't like that. They look at us like we just are toddlers walking for the first time. They're like, look, they're gonna order. Look, they're holding hands. I'm like, shut up. I was telling my mom this. I was like, I don't like him because he's short. She's like, Jessica, it's not the height that matters. It's the heart and other things. And I guess there are crazier ways to learn your mom likes big dick, right? Like, that's nuts. All right, you guys, this has been so much fun. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for coming, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.